Welcome back, friends, followers, and transients, to another episode of Banished with me, Vapor. And I am back. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I actually put a legitimate video on YouTube. And by legitimate, I mean it's not something that's been streamed and then just kind of dumped onto YouTube as a matter of course. My ear is feeling much better. I have 2 more tablets to take. So originally what happened was I took eardrops for my ear infection. I thought it went away, and a few days later it came back with a vengeance, and I had to go back to the doctors, and they gave me full-on antibiotics. So yeah, it seems to have done the trick. I haven't had to take any painkillers or anything like that, so fingers crossed. I'm back to full fighting force, so to speak. So I thought I'd jump back into Banished, and to be honest, when you stop doing something like this for a little while, it does become kind of an afterthought. I know I've been streaming, and I quite enjoy doing the streaming because it means I can talk to you guys kind of in real time, so it has a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? I kind of want to say excitement, and I suppose it probably is the right word. So yeah, I kind of enjoy doing that, and I'll probably do it a lot more so in the future, but I'm still going to continue making the videos, so they are not going away, in case you're wondering. But I'm probably just going to reel back on them a little bit until after Christmas, because Christmas will be very busy for me. Busy for everybody, I get that, but obviously I work in the retail industry, which means yeah, lots of work and not a lot of free time, but hopefully I can still squeeze things in here and there. That's one thing that I do really like about streaming, is I can just kind of pick it up and get on with it, sort of thing, whereas with videos I can't. There's a bit of preparation work that goes on in the background. Although, I mean, I do tend to stream for 3 hours, and I don't necessarily take 3 hours making a video, but yeah, it's just, let's take that road out of there. So yeah, so, you know, the videos will continue. City Skylines is going to be the next, probably major series that I focus on. Wow, is that going all skew-if there? See, I've not played for a while, I don't know what any of the controls are. Is it this one? I think it is. Yes, awesome. Perfect. There's so many people lingering around this area now. Oh, it's on really quick speed. Let's just slow it down a little bit. There we go. Let's appreciate some things that are going on. So what I'm going to do in this episode, after rambling on for almost 5 minutes, is I'm going to lay some groundwork for the main town. Now, this game is getting laggy for me, which is unfortunate. It's not unplayable. I mean, if I drop it down to this speed now, it moves around quite freely, but if I whack it up to ×5, you can see the jittery side. If I do 10, it's even worse. So as long as I'm keeping the speed down, I think we'll be okay for the time being. I'm not really decided what we were going to put in here yet. We could potentially have some houses, or maybe some warehouses, a continuation of kind of the train station, or somewhere for the trains to park even, because we haven't got anything like that. But I do want to put canals in, so that is something on my list of things to get done. So let's clear some of this stuff out so we can actually see what we're doing. People are cringing as I demolish all the resources. Not that I need them anyway. There we go. And that reminds me, I need to do a channel update video. We're in December. I need to do an end of year one and kind of talk about where I see the channel going over the next 12 months. Did that not? I think, have I got my thingy switched? I have. No, it's not that one, is it? I think. No, it isn't that one. Why am I not seeing that? What have I turned off? I thought it might have been that one. Celsius, weather effects, icons, opacity. That's fine. Huh. Wonder what I've changed to make that happen. Usually you can see the little X's. It's a little bit peculiar, isn't it? Let's just trim this back a little bit. So I don't want to flatten the land completely, but as long as it's relatively smooth. Right. Okay, back to the roads. So yeah, I'll do a channel update at some point and just and waffle on in there rather than taking a video like this to to just completely gas. I do believe there's going to be an update coming shortly for Kingdoms and Castles, so I may jump into that and cover some of the bits and pieces that are going on in that game. It's been a while since we've played it, and they're making a lot of changes to how the game works, so that might be quite interesting. We may indeed take a look at that, but I don't want to promise anything yet. It's probably going to be lots of mini-series. That's the kind of the thing that I foresee at the moment. As game keys get sent to me by developers, we do, say 5 episodes on it, and then move on to something else. Unless the game is obviously really, really, really good, and it warrants a little bit more than that. I think maybe we'll come up here. Let's take this corner out here. I have to be careful, though. I don't think the land is completely flat here, so let's just try and flatten the bit that we're going to use. There we go. Where did we stop? Somewhere here? No? Okay, I think we went the distance there. There we go. Awesome. And switch back to our illustrious road tool that we use so much now, because this is the thing that's going to make the town look more like a town. Is this one of Red Ketchup's things? Quite possibly. That guy seems to make some of the more awesome things. I think the keys that we're going to use are his anyway. There we go. Put one of those in there. I think there's been some updates to this mod as well. 125% demolished. And it's still there. They demolished it so much that... Whoop, there we go. It decided to linger around a little bit longer. Ah, right, so we've got that same issue going on here. Can we... Are we going to have to do this one? Yes, that's fine. Doesn't look like a problem to me. So this, to be honest, I think I've put the wrong piece in here, because that road should continue on. Okay, let's... Where the key? Not the key, the docks. Is it this one? I think it is. Yes. What have we got here? Is this removal? Yes. Okay, there's 2 different types, isn't there? Like, so we got that style. I'm not sure I like that one. It's a shame there isn't one that matches this. Because that would have been nice. About as close as it gets, isn't it? What have we got in here? We've got a trader, the canal gate. Okay, so that's where it links up with the water. So that needs to be over here somewhere. Let's have a look. Because I think the river over here is more of a stream. Yes. So let's think about this logically. Maybe somewhere like here would be quite nice. And we could, and because this one matches the key wall, it will work quite nice as well. I think, let me... Can we see? Hopefully. Yeah, that's working quite nicely. That's kind of what we wanted. And let's just quickly check the key walls. Yeah, it's a very, very, very similar, isn't it? It's there's not much difference. I think we're probably going to have to go with that, I think. I was going to put it there, but I don't know. I kind of feel... Well, actually, it may work. And to be honest, usually I try and hide all the mud along the edges, but I kind of like the idea there's a bit of a build-up here. As the stream is coming round and hitting this corner, we've got a little bit of build-up of silt. I'll probably remove some of it. But sometimes it just kind of... It adds to the feel a little bit more. Like so. Because we've kind of really... The river, we can rush him round here and smash up against there, and usually the river would be able to deposit the sediment, but it can't really do it here so much. So it It doesn't always have to look so pristine. I know I can't help myself in trying to do that, but I think occasionally you've got to let it not be so bang on the money, so to speak. I think we'll come across there. I really don't like that piece. I mean, I know why it's in the game. I don't particularly like it. I'll use it if I have to. Okay, so that's looking quite nice. I'm not going to focus on loads of key wall, by the way. I'm just trying to get some of this in place. I'm not too sure why I can't see the removal tool. I don't know what I've changed. I must have changed something. But it's been so long since I've played, I can't even remember. That will probably work quite nicely. We put a corner one here. I think that will probably do for now. And we'll... Ah, you sausage. And then we'll go and work on something else. Oh, that instantly removes. See, I can't even remember how it all works anymore. This is what happens. Right, so we got that going. This is removed now, so we can now stick in. We want this one. Awesome. So we're going to run this up. And I'm going to put this in first, and I'm going to build the houses around it. So I need to leave myself a little bit of space. I'd rather leave too much space than too little. Because then any kind of leftovers I can do stuff with. Are these to do with width? Oh, wow. I didn't realise there was a super wide one. Ooh. What are these? Are these Joker? Okay. Oh, that's it. To shrink them down, I see. I don't know if I want the ×8, but maybe the slightly wider one. The question is, are we going to be having big ships coming up here, or is it just going to be small boats? But I think the ×6 is probably the way to go, because we wouldn't have ships. This is not a harbour area. Can we remove these like this? I'm not too sure. It's going to definitely be more of a place where people live. So I guess need slightly wider, but not the widest. It's this one, isn't it? Medieval Canal. There we go. So you are going to be there. So it's about 3 squares past that one. I'm just trying to line up. Well, actually, we can just line it up this way, can't we? Awesome. There we go. We could also do little like offshoots that are smaller, I suppose. I don't think we'll have it going that way. So if we do a little bit of a rotation here, there we go. Does this need something? I'm trying to remember. It's been that would kind of. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I think it might be that one. Bear with me a second while my brain tries to suss this out. I think. No. It's not that, is it? Maybe I should have put a bridge across that one. Possibly. Probably would have made sense. Oh, it's a shame you can't put it in afterwards. That'd have been a nice result. Although we could potentially have one here. So we're still waiting for that to be demolished. Can we put this land back to how it should be for a second? And hopefully we've not broken anything, because potentially we have. I was just wondering to myself, why is it taking them so long to get anything done? Well, because, Vapor, you've dropped the speed down to ×2, and when you do that, nothing gets done at all. This doesn't look like it's the right size. Have I gone for ×8, being a complete nincompoop? I think I have, haven't I? Yeah, of course I have. Because I said, oh, we won't go with ×8. ×8's too big. So what does Vapor do? Vapor goes for ×8. Of course he does, because that's the sort of thing you would do. Although, I quite like that. I do quite like that. The texture's a little bit weird on that bridge though, isn't it? It looks like it's just been stretched completely. And it doesn't quite look right to me. So what size is that one? I have a feeling that's something's not quite right here. I'm not too sure what I've done wrong. Let's wait for them to catch up with that, and I will just fill in this little gap while we're waiting. Is it this thing here? Yeah, and this saves me tweaking the terrain too much. I think that's about right, because it's always tempting to lift the terrain up if we're going to mess with things like that. No, we'll put a tidy piece on there shortly. And we can fill you in. Perfect. A little bit weird there, doesn't it? I think, does it need... maybe something like that. Let's do one extra, and then we can tidy up those jagged edges afterwards. Perfect. Ooh! We have the Pit of Doom to the centre of the Banished universe. Perfect. Right, let's try this again. Take 3, 4. I don't even know where we're at now. Is it 3 or 4? Completely getting it wrong. Bodge job. Right. So, we're going to have... see, that doesn't... what's that? Why is that there? What's that about? Okay, I completely fluffed that one up. I will come back and fix that later on, because I have a feeling I can just remove this and deal with that. But let's keep building. Did we try putting this in here before? I don't think we did, but I think that's what we needed. I think that's where it went wrong for us. So it appears. Awesome. Although it's not interacting with the terrain very well, is it? So we'll send this one up. Maybe we'll have something over here, and we'll bring this one across. I'm wondering if as we bring this into the town, we shrink it down a little bit. Yeah, the terrain is glitching everywhere here. That's fine. What have we got here? We got the dock. Is that for... oh, it's just a decoration. Awesome. Yes, we like that. And the fishing one is exactly the same. The only difference being you can fish from it. Yeah, I like that. And then if we shrink it down, so we need this one, don't we? From, is that 8 to 4? 6 to 4? 8 to 6. Let's mark you. Should maybe leave a bit of space before we put that in. There we go. Let's sort this terrain out as well. Can we actually do that? Oh, it will allow us. Awesome. The only thing is, once I go to remove that, is it gonna mess things up? We'll see. Oh dear. Deer running through the terrain there. Perfect. That is weird. Well, actually, I don't want to do it on that one because it's going to make it even worse, isn't it? So we're going to shrink that one down. Are we going to shrink it any more? There is the question. If we click the right one. How narrow do we want it going into the town? Probably the smallest at this stage, because it's more of a, for me, more of a decoration. Now the only thing is, this road isn't going to go across the canal, is it? So I'm not too sure how we're going to deal with that. We're just going to have bridges. So when we get to this point, although that is the same kind of width as the road, isn't it? So that might actually work out quite well. Well, let's run that along to that point. Although, do we need any bridges before then? Probably. Let's drop one in here. We can always adjust these afterwards. I don't think people can walk through them. Is someone fishing here already? They are. There we go. Let's assign a two people. I'm not speaking perfect English at all, am I? See, I'm completely out of touch with talking to myself. That's what's happened. So if we run you to about there. I'm like desperate for your feedback on this because I don't really use the canal tools very often. So if you've got a little bit more experience than me, that would be awesome. I don't know if we should have a. I'm not sure about that because it really takes up a lot of space down here. I'll probably take that away. I don't know. We'll have a look. I think the boats float a little bit higher. So if I went to put a boat in here, I don't think it would quite work as we'd anticipated to. Let's have a quick look at that, just out of curiosity. Yeah, they float really high, which is unfortunate. But the idea, I mean, in my mind, was to only have, like, if I was going to put boats in here, would be these sort of small ones. Actually, that's not too bad, because we wouldn't want anything huge coming in. I mean, and a ship wouldn't be able to get in here anyway because of said bridge. Although I could remove the bridge and have this area as a kind of more of a drop-off point for food and things. I mean, we do have the harbour over here, and I didn't really want to have kind of an industry sort of thing in the town, but I suppose we could. How close are we to where... Right, because this is where we were going to use the monastery and stuff, wasn't it, I think, so... We don't want to go too crazy with that. How are we going to deal with this bit? This will be interesting. I think we can do... Get you around. So we can kind of make it look... Yeah. Excuse me, a little bit of hiccups there. Although we can't click onto that bit, but then we can just go across to the side at that point. And continue like nothing ever happened. Although, to be honest, I didn't need to do it that way. I could have just took the one piece, couldn't I, like that? In fact, that's probably the better option. I probably won't get that strange little glitch that we've got going on there. Yeah. Can we get rid of the patch? We can. Awesome. That's working out quite well. So then I think, coming up here, I'm wondering if, now I guess this will be based on your opinion, do we use this area for the town hall, or do we put the town hall more up this end, say somewhere like here, and just, I mean, I could fill this with houses, I suppose. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not going to go too far up. The more houses I put in, the more problems I'm going to have for lag as well. So I've got to bear that in mind. I'm just wondering, would that be a good place for the town hall? Or maybe the town hall could be this side here. We could have this road running off up the side of here. We could adjust it a little bit. And then have some more houses up the top. Possibly. I don't know. It's really, really hard to kind of see it in my mind at the moment. I've got so many things going on up there, but not 100% sure how we're going to make that work. But it's coming together quite nicely, I think. But I guess at this point, we're about 25 minutes in. It's probably a good spot for me to end the episode and see if I can remember how to edit, seeing as it's been that long since I've done it. But thank you very much for watching. So until next time, as always, take care.